What up, party people? Hey, in this video I want to talk about the recent Silicon Valley Bank disaster and how that relates to medicine and your medical journey, getting into med school and become a doctor and all that good stuff. But one sec here, I gotta order some coffee first.
Welcome to Starbucks. Right, go ahead and order if you're ready.
Yeah, I just have a medium coffee, black. So the Silicon Valley Bank disaster, and how does this relate to medicine, and who gives a shit about if you're in, undergrad or med school and you're trying to make it through? Do you care about these banks and all this bullshit happening? Well, you should. What's interesting right now is on the internet and everywhere, people are like, oh, the banks are failing and you should have bought crypto and all this other stuff, which I'm a fan of crypto. At times when crypto is failing, what happens is everyone's like, oh yeah, crypto's bullshit. You gotta put your money in the bank, you gotta save it, you gotta be safe and all this other stuff, which I think is the key word for this video, is safe. When you're sort of like in high school and in undergrad, maybe a lot of people will be like, oh, you gotta do the safe thing, you gotta have a plan A and plan B, and I have a video about, like, basically says plan B, you gotta stick with plan A, don't put your eggs in one basket. But if Warren Buffett says put all your eggs in one basket and watch that basket like a hawk, which I love because that really forces you to make that work. So right now with this Silicon Valley Bank disaster, you have people that are typically not sort of the safe investors going, oh, see, the safe stuff is not safe and you gotta go with the crypto, which is typically the high risk. It just highlights the fact that basically nothing in life is safe, right? I love, there's a quote, I can't remember who the hell it's from, I'm probably gonna butcher it too, but it's basically says the riskiest thing you can do is to not follow your dreams, because then you are 100% sure you will not achieve them. I just love that sort of mindset because our society is set up into groups, and those groups of people sort of push you into certain pathways, and it can be in life, and it can even be like the type of shoes you wear, right? Anything. It's pretty crazy. But if you were to always just go with what sort of society asks you to do or sort of push you in that way, you'll never have a chance at fulfilling your dreams. And so I think when you're in medicine and want to be a doctor, that's really tough because a lot of people will, number one, say you can't do it. I've had people like laugh in my face that you're never going to become a doctor, you're a class clown and all this other shit. And you kind of have to put a lot of those people out of your mind and sort of ignore those things. Otherwise, you'll never be able to focus on the work that you have to do to get there. It's super interesting. It just highlights this bank, is supposed to be a super safe investment or a place to put your money. Nothing in life is safe. So you might as well put your neck on the line and go for what you want, because you're not guaranteed anything ever. The tough thing is like, it sort of feels like you're guaranteed stuff. Like when you go on certain paths, you go to undergrad and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go to undergrad, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have kids. That path always seems like very safe. But what ends up happening is, like, when you're a little bit older, around maybe 40 or so, you start questioning a lot of and you start questioning all those societal norms. I feel extremely lucky that I didn't take that pathway, because at 40 I was like, oh man, I'm really questioning this stuff anyway, and I'm even questioning what I did, which seems to me to be way out of the normal pathway. And I was like, oh my god, thank you so much, younger self, for sort of choosing what I thought was the harder road, or I think can be the harder road. Not necessarily the better road for some people, but that just, for me, whatever, was the harder road. I think that this bank failing is a great lesson to all, like, students that are wanting to go into medicine who are really unsure if they should do it. This is the biggest thing. It's like, it's really tough to sit there when all your friends are having a good time and making some money and starting to, like, go to cool dinners and having cool cars and doing all this other stuff, and you're sitting there studying with, like, zero money and zero ability to do anything. Yeah, you just have to really focus and find things in your brain that are going to allow you to push those things out of the way and out of your mind, so that you can focus on what you're doing and not mind another, like, decade of sort of behind your friends, because eventually you will surpass them in a lot of aspects of life. I guess I just wanted to, like, offer that motivation, because I know it's, like, really important when you're in some of the stages you guys are in. Anyway, I hope that brings a little clarity to your studying and your focus, so that way you can get through the day or week or month or year. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks for watching again. If you like this kind of stuff, you should like the video. And if you are not subscribed, you should subscribe. And if you think it'll help somebody else, please share the video. That'd be awesome. Thank you guys so much again for watching the video. I'll see you next one.